What it do? Bedtime crew. Hey man, listen, today I'm here with my 2023 official updated pound for pound list, okay? That sounds like a clickbait title, what I just said. That sentence sounded clickbait. But listen, this is my personal opinion on what the pound for pound top 15 should look like, okay? And I'm going to start off straight away with number 15. All right, dude, my thing just completely froze. Excuse me, bro. I'm a little bit acoustic today. Number 15, I'm going to put Jamahal Hill in at the first spot. He's the number 15 guy on the pound for pound list. Former UFC light heavyweight champion. Destroyed Glover Teixeira, who I think is a great light heavyweight champion. I thought he would have beat Yuri the second time, so I got to put Jamal's name in that conversation. All right, let's move on to number 14. All right, there's only one man that I think belongs there, and you know what, dude? He's looking good right now. I'm gonna put Max Holloway. You know, it is what it is, baby. I am the Heat, brother. I am the Heat, brother. This guy has only lost to Poirier and Volkanovski, basically. This guy otherwise is completely shutting down everybody right now. He's on a 2-fight winning streak. Domination of Korean Zombie. Crazy performance against Calvin Kattar's. Crazy performance against Arnold Allen. He's batting off like the up-and-coming contenders. Honestly, taking on more of the up-and-coming contenders right now before Volk does, right? Like, he's still doing the championship shit. He's still lapping these guys, bro. So Volkanovski is number 14 in my opinion, based on performance, based on resume, based on activity as well. He is truly one of the best fighters in the UFC. Let's move on to number 13, Brandon Moreno, the last guy you'd want to see at the Lego store. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, guys. But listen, bro, Brandon Moreno, he has to go number 13. And right above him, I'm going to put in his boy. I'm going to put in Pantoja at number 12. I think this is a pretty easy selection of Pantoja and Moreno right next to each other. Pretty neck and neck in terms of their fights. Pantoja obviously beat him 3 times, so he's better in my opinion. And I think he deserves to be up there ahead of Holloway and Hill because he's a current active champion with wins over the best champion since Mighty Mouse, right? So I think Pantoja definitely belongs there, and that just makes sense to put Brandon Moreno right underneath him because he has been a champion more recently than Holloway, and yeah, dude, he's beaten more. He's been in more title fights recently, won more title fights recently, so I think right now he deserves to be there. But all time, obviously, Holloway's better than Moreno. Let's move on to number 11, all right? And I'm going to put in Aljamain Funk Master Sterling. I think Aljo being at 11 is pretty reasonable, considering he just got finished by O'Malley, who only had one ranked win, basically. To get finished, to get pretty much shut out by O'Malley, you are gonna drop a couple of spots. It's not like it was like a competitive decision, or even a decision, right? Like that'd be something different. But I think for the way that he's lost there, I'm gonna put Aljo at number 11, and right above him, he's still one of the bantamweight goats though. So I'm not gonna put him too low. I'm not gonna drop him below Pantoja and shit. Like he's coming off title defenses. He's got good wins on his legacy. But right above him, I'm gonna put Kamaru Usman at number 10. I think Usman's dropped off a little bit, but you still look at his resume. He's beat Colby Covington. He's beat Gilbert Burns. He's beat Jorge Masvidal as well, who was like highly ranked at the time. He's got title defenses. He's got like a long reign as the champion. He's got a win over Leon Edwards as well. So I'm going to say Kamaru Usman at number 10 is pretty good. Him and Kamaru in that number 10 and 11 spot, you can swap them and it's not really a big deal in my opinion. Like they're in the same kind of boat of like, oh, you're still pretty good, but it's kind of over for you, Let's move on to number 9. I think this is a reasonable placement. Dana White will probably put this guy at number 3 by the end of next year. I'm going to put Sean O'Malley at number 9 pound for pound because he KO'd Aljamain. He beat Petr Yan via close decision. But other than that, I mean, he just doesn't have the longevity or the resume right now to put him any higher, in my opinion. Like, you can't overrate him for that victory over Aljo. If he beats Cheeto and then he beats Corey Sandhagen and then he beats Marab, okay, we're looking at top 3, top 4, top 5, because those are all really tough matchups for him. So I think if O'Malley gets some title defenses, he can move up. But right now, number 9, I feel like that's pretty fucking reasonable. Like I feel like that's pretty fair to the guy. So I'm gonna put him in at number 9. All right, we're gonna put him in there, and that's it. That's where he's sitting. Let's move on. Guys, a little bit of bias here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put Colby Covington in at number 1. No, I'm gonna put myself on the tier list. All right, dude. I'm going to put Charles do Bronx Oliveira. I big the Bronx. I thank you so much. I number 8 all the time, I'm going to put Charles Oliveira at number 8, bro, because he did defeat, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Kevin Lee, obviously his best win of all time, of course, Michael Chandler. So Charles Oliveira is an elite UFC fighter. He is still basically the second best lightweight on the planet besides Islam Makhachev. So I think he deserves to still be in the top 10, but to lose like that to Islam, Dariush, that's not going to put you back up very high, but I think top 8 is pretty fair for Charles Dubranche. Let's move on to number 7, who I think, is going to bounce back next year, or, maybe bounce fucking out of the UFC, dude. I'm going to put Israel Adesanya at number 7. Trust. Right, this is the number that I wanted. It's my lucky number, like the lottery. Trust. Israel Adesanya, he's going at number 7, dude, because he does have a KO victory over Alex Pereira, which is aging more and more well every single day. He did lose to Sean Strickland, of course. He did lose to Jan Blachowicz. He did lose to, those guys. So Israel Adesanya, I can't put him any higher. I can't give him that legacy, like you can stay in the top 5. But I think 7, that's a nice little spot for you right there. That's a good spot for him, dude. So we're going to put Izzy at number 7. And I think that's pretty fair to the guy, considering he just came off one of the worst performances of his career. But he does have a win over Pereira. So that's why he's up still high. Let's move on to number 6. And I think this is pretty fair as well. Here's the fucking thing, right, dude? Listen, dude, I'm number 6, okay, dude? Because, listen, guys, Sean Strickland, he beat Israel Adesanya dominantly. He's had 3 wins in 2023. He's got some good wins on his resume. But, like Brendan Allen, that win's aging really well. But he did lose to Alex Pereira. He did lose to Jared Cannonier, So I think Sean Strickland overall is a very good middleweight. Definitely deserves to be above Izzy after that last performance. But I can't put him too high because we need to make sure that's the rule, not the exception to his like skill level, right? Like we can't put him top 5 and then he loses to fucking Jared Cannonier again, or he gets chinned by Dricus, right? So right now I'm gonna put Sean Strickland at 6. I think that's a pretty safe place to put him on the pound for pound list. And right above him, I think this is also pretty fair. I'm gonna put Alex Pereira. I'm going to put these 3 bros right next to each other, these 3 best friends here next to each other. I think Alex Pereira at 5 is pretty fair. He's the double champ. He won the middleweight title, lost the middleweight title, beat Jan Blachowicz, very good win. And then to KO Yuri Prohaska. That is a huge fucking win, dude. And he has a KO victory over Sean Strickland last, 2 years ago, I think, or a year ago. So that's pretty fucking good, dude. Like, that's a good resume. That's a pretty solid case to be top 5 pound for pound. And I think the loss to Izzy is what keeps him from being like top 3 or top 2. I think number 5 is pretty reasonable for Alex Pereira. All right, above Alex Pereira, I'm gonna put in fucking Leon Edwards. All right, fine, dude, fine. I put Leon Edwards top 5. Okay, are you happy? All right. He's number 4. Leon Edwards at number 4. That's the best you're fucking getting from me, dude. This guy could literally KO like Jon Jones and I'd put him at number 3. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I like Leon Edwards. Number 4 makes sense. He beat Usman twice. Other than that, his resume is not really that good. If he beats Colby, I'm not mad at putting him above Volk. I'm not mad at putting him above Volk if he beats Colby dominantly, but I don't know what the outcome is to that fight. I really hope my predictions went well and Colby won, but if he lost, oh well, Yeah, I was joking. So yeah, that removes all criticism, guys. I was kidding. Okay, guys. That's what I love, dude. I love being so sarcastic that you guys have no choice but to either believe or completely disbelieve everything I say. So if I say something and it doesn't come true, guys, I was fucking kidding. Okay, guys, I was joking. Right? If I say something and it comes true, I was deathly serious. Okay, so that's how I want my YouTube career to continue. And Leon Edwards, yeah, I'm gonna put him at number 4. No explanation needed. He's all right. Like, he's okay. He's all right. All right. Number 3. Oh, I gave it away. Who it is? He's the type of guy that I think number 4 is a good spot for him. So we're gonna move Volk up, and I'm gonna put him at number 4. Number 3, on the pound for pound list. I think Volk is right above Leon Edwards because he's just had a more consistent resume of title defenses, title wins, big names. Jose Aldo, Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, all these guys. I think the consistency of Volkanovski, the activity, is what is putting him so high pound for pound. And to beat Max Holloway 3 fucking times is insane, dude. So I think Volkanovski at number 3 makes a lot of sense. But him and Leon Edwards are very close right now. If Leon Edwards destroys Colby, I think he could be above Volk, because that's pound for pound number one. Usman twice, and then Colby is a pretty good case to be a welterweight, like one of the best guys of all time. So Leon Edwards and Volk, they're close. Number two, you already know who it is, dude. It's fucking Jon Jones, all right, dude. It's obviously Jon Jones, because a lot of this is based on their past resume, right? Like if it was just based on the last year that you've had, I think Dricus du Plessis would be on this list above some of these guys. I think, Brandon Allen could be on this list, right? But this is their entire, run. So I would say Jon Jones above Volkanovski, considering he's still on a winning streak. Finished Cyril Gane in like 2 minutes. That's pretty impressive. He was the number one contender. Even if you're like me and you don't think Cyril Gane deserved to be really fighting for that belt at all, or even in the same breath as Jon Jones, to still finish him and prove there's a difference is pretty impressive. And number one pound for pound this year, guys, I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious, dude. We're going to put Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad, in at number one. It's pretty obvious. I mean, he's literally undefeated right now in the UFC. He's on a 9-fight winning streak. He is clearly better than everyone else in the division. I mean, he's going to destroy Leon Edwards when they fight. He's going to destroy Colby Covington when they fight. And Shavkat Rakhmonov is counting his fucking days on this planet, just hoping that Bilal Muhammad doesn't call him out. But yeah, obviously Islam's number one, guys. Like, come on, Islam's the best fighter in the UFC. But let me know what you guys think of the pound for pound list that I've made down below. Let me know what your pound for pound list is. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to hear it in the comments. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 15K, hopefully, by the end of the year. That'd be crazy. But yeah, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bedtime MMA. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed the fights. I hope I enjoyed them too. I haven't seen them yet. But yeah, appreciate you guys for all the support. Have a good one. Goodbye.